Warrant issued for man accused of kidnapping. A missing historic military vehicle has been found. And why Southern Utahns should leave early this Labor Day weekend.
You're watching St. George News at 5. Brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Christine Langenheim. The St. George Police Department is seeking a second arrest warrant for 36-year-old David Jean Remley, accused of kidnapping a 27-year-old mother and her 3 children from a St. George daycare last week, according to information released by St. George police officer Tiffany Mitchell. Remley, currently held in Nevada, was arrested by the Nevada Highway Patrol on August 20th after the victims were found safe. This latest warrant follows one issued after an August 14th incident in which Remley allegedly assaulted the same woman, violating a protective order. Remley faces multiple felony charges, including aggravated assault and domestic violence. According to a press release by Fish Lake National Forest officials, a historic half-truck military vehicle that vanished nearly 2 months ago has been recovered, thanks to public tips and a media outreach campaign. The vehicle, believed by the individual who took it to be abandoned, was returned after his attorney contacted the Forest Service. The half-truck, once used in a 1950s log mill operation, is now under Forest Service protection and will soon be restored to its original location on Boulder Mountain, with plans to secure its place on the National Register of Historic Places. Domestic travel is expected to rise this Labor Day weekend, with AAA predicting a 9% increase over last year as travelers take advantage of cooler weather, smaller crowds, and lower gas prices. We'll go to Maury Kessler for the full story.
Domestic travel is up 9% over this time last year, moving into the Labor Day holiday weekend, according to AAA's booking data. The price of travel domestically is down 2%, with the price of gas being cheaper compared to this time last year. Last Labor Day, the average price in gas in Utah was around $4.20, while this year it currently sits around $3.51. With more people expected to travel this year over last, AAA advises travelers to leave early on their trips and avoid peak travel times like Thursday and Friday evening. For those wondering what road conditions may be like for their trips, the Utah, Arizona, and Nevada Departments of Transportation offer websites and phone apps with up-to-date conditions for travelers to refer to. And before taking to the road, the AAA also advises motorists to make sure their vehicles are in working order by checking their batteries, tires, and engine fluids.
Thanks, Maury. Now we'll head over to Tyler Todd for your weekly injury law review.
Have you or someone you know been in a serious accident? Here are some steps to follow. First, consider your legal options. There are many potential legal avenues, including filing a personal injury claim. Do your due diligence, as there is a possibility of a settlement versus going to trial. Second, follow legal advice. It is critical to follow your legal advice throughout the process to avoid jeopardizing your case. Third, don't rush into a settlement. Do not accept any quick settlement offers from the insurance companies. The offer may not fully cover your damages and future medical needs. These steps are crucial in protecting your rights and ensuring you get the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Tyler. In a tribute to Utah's overdose victims, Stephanie Anderson has transformed the grounds of a St. George store with 606 purple flags, each representing a life lost to overdose in 2022. Motivated by the death of her husband, Todd Anderson, from an accidental mixed drug intoxication, Stephanie hopes to raise awareness, reduce the stigma surrounding addiction, and foster greater compassion within the community. The flag display, set up at the Book Bungalow, coincides with National Overdose Awareness Day and serves as a reminder of the impact of addiction, a cause Todd passionately addressed in his published book, Dear Addict. Stephanie's efforts are aimed at encouraging open conversations about addiction as a mental health issue, with the hopes of saving lives and offering support to those struggling in silence. Around 60 people gathered at the Sea Overlook near Cedar City to watch the release of 2 rehabilitated Swainson hawks into the wild as they prepare for their migration to South America. Here's Jeff Richards for more on this story.
2 rescued Swainson's hawks were released into the wild from a mountain overlooking Cedar City on Sunday. Enoch Wildlife Rescue founder Martin Tyner said the birds will soon be heading to Argentina for their winter migration.
So we rescued this one. We've had it for a month and a half, and given it all that it could possibly want to eat. It's nice and fat now. Now all we can do, guys, is give it a second chance. Does that make sense? Yes. So I can't guarantee that it'll survive, other than we're sending it back into the wild, strong and healthy, with a full tummy and ready to go.
After Tyner finished his remarks, he carefully handed the birds to 2 volunteers, who separately released them as dozens of onlookers watched and captured the moment with their cell phone cameras.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Christy Langenheim with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.